Numerous measures have been taken in Ireland in recent years to tackle the infrastructure deficit. As 2025 is well underway, it's a good time to take stock of what projects will be prioritised this year and in the years ahead, and what actions have been put in place to facilitate this. Project Ireland 2040 is the government's long-term strategy to construct an improved Ireland, and together with the National Development Plan, which forms a key part of it, this maps out Ireland's long-term public capital investment targets and aims to ensure sustainable and balanced regional development. The recent programme for government reinforces this commitment by introducing several measures, including a dedicated infrastructure division within the Department of Public Expenditure to assist with project selection, prioritisation and delivery, a Cabinet Committee on Infrastructure chaired by the Taoiseach, which is Ireland's Prime Minister, which will have an oversight role on national infrastructure projects. There will be an expanded role for the National Development Finance Agency, which provides expert advice to state authorities on the financing of public investment projects. And there will be a review of the National Development Plan, which is also scheduled for July 2025 to facilitate increased public investment in infrastructure. Budget 2025 reflects the government's focus on infrastructure. With a total capital expenditure of nearly 15 billion, this is over 1.6 billion more than the previous year. There are significant allocations across a range of sectors, including transport, housing, health, rural development, sustainable infrastructure and ports. Another measure introduced in 2024 to give confidence to the construction industry about the state's ability to finance projects is the Infrastructure, Climate and Nature Fund. This effectively operates as a rainy day fund to ensure that there will be capital available to fund infrastructure projects in case there is an economic downturn in the future, which puts pressure on the public finances. An additional 2 billion has been allocated to this fund in 2025, which shows both the government's commitment to financing infrastructure, and it also shows that what has been planned can be paid for and delivered. Prior to that, new infrastructure guidelines were put in place in late 2023. These replaced the 2019 Public Spending Code. The aim of these guidelines is to speed up the public sector projects approvals process and to ensure value for money for the state. The new programme for government plans to review these infrastructure guidelines and also introduce a new Public Investment Act to embed these principles into law. Addressing the housing shortage in Ireland is a government priority, and an effective way of doing this is by utilising private sector finance and expertise to provide this much needed state housing. To date, there have been 2 bundles in the Public-Private Partnership Social Housing Programme, which have delivered approximately 1,000 houses. This has now been expanded out to 7 bundles, with the aim of providing 4,500 new homes in total under this Public-Private Partnership arrangement. All of this will contribute to the broader government target of 300,000 new homes being constructed by 2030. So as 2025 is fully underway, we can see that Ireland is making significant strides in infrastructure development. This has been done by having a clear pipeline of projects, faster and more efficient government approvals and processes, a new Planning and Development Act, which will hopefully speed up planning decisions, and by providing certainty around the state's ability to finance projects which have been planned. This sends a clear signal to industry that Ireland is a great place to develop infrastructure and to do business over the longer term, which ties in with the country's goal of making Ireland a better place to live and work.